Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well. Welcome to readinf. My name is Fiona. I'm really glad you clicked on my video today. I hope you're going to enjoy me chatting about the books I've been reading this week and what I'm going to be reading this weekend. This week has been a very quiet week reading wise. I don't know. It seems to be the closer we get to the end of the year, the slower my reading becomes. Which is that's the way it is. I mean, I only read 7 books this month, so it's probably one of the slowest reading months I've actually had of the year. But that's fine. That's the way things go. So the book I finished 2 books this week. One was a kind of carryover from the week before, and that was Clause for Justice by Emmy Lynn. It's the very first book in the Mint Chalk Chip series. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. I did enjoy it. I probably will go on with the series. I want to maybe see what happens. And I have to say at the moment I'm blanking on the names. So main character is... We meet her first of all, and she is at an auction of I'm going to call it a garden centre that used to be in her family, and her great grandparents or her grandparents ran it. Excuse me. And she ends up buying it, or put it this way, somebody else buys it on her behalf, unbeknown to her. And this person that's done that is Hitch, her kind of ex-boyfriend. He had moved away because he wanted to explore more options and is now back. And he wants to start it up with, an orchid business, a plant business, and then he wants her to run sort of like, she's like into like soda fountains and things like that, and he wants her to run that side of the business, cookies and all of this. And I mean, she's actually quite happy that he's done this. But at the end of the auction, they find there's a guy standing next to her, and he's found dead. And it's the sort of the main policeman of the town, who's really not a nice guy. Thinks, oh, you've done it. You want the thing so much that he was one of your competition. You've stabbed it. And she finds a kitten in the garden centre, and she takes it home. And she loves kittens. She loves animals. And then there are various other people who are like, well, before they try and pin it on me, let's see if I can work out who has murdered this guy. And with the help of, I think it's Hitch, his name is, and her neighbour Tilly, they set about trying to work out who the murderer is, why the guy was murdered, etc. There are various other suspects, and it was good. And I loved the kitten and cat aspect about it. I really did enjoy that. And how things are going to, what they're going to do with the building, etc. So, for a first book, it was good. And I will, continue. I'll read the second book and then make a decision about the rest of the series. I then, as my nod to Nora November, I picked up one of my most favourite books by her, and that's the McGregor Brides, Christmas Fairy Tales. I adore this book. I gave this one 5 out of 5. Yeah, it is a fun read. So basically Daniel McGregor, who is the patriarch of the McGregor family, very wealthy Boston family, he has, how can we put this? For his own children, he has, shall we say, helped them on their way to finding a partner for them. Okay, some folk would call it meddling. He doesn't call it meddling. He calls it helping them. Okay, and he's 90. He's in his 90s, and he's decided it's time that his granddaughters were doing the family duty, is how he puts it. And he decides that he's going to help them on their way, shall we say. So he puts three guys in their paths. Okay, so first off we start with Laura, and the back says Laura is up to all her meddling grandfather's tricks. So when Royce Cameron arrives on her doorstep, Laura means to resist his charms. So Laura thinks she knows that what Grandpa's up. Well, sort of knows what Grandpa's up to. She knows what he's like, and her grandfather and grandmother decide that they need a security system in the house. So Laura shares the house with her other two cousins, Gwen and Julia, and it's like, you need a security system. 3 women. Oh, sorry about this, folks. 3 women on their own in Boston, okay, living together. You need safety. So Royce Cameron is the man that is chosen to design and install the security system. And Laura thinks that, she doesn't realise to begin with that Grandpa has put this guy in her way. She just thinks he's like somebody Grandpa knows that is going to, do the security system. The scene when she really realises what Grandpa's done and she goes to confront him is hilarious. I just smile and giggle at that bit. It's so funny. Laura is an upcoming attorney in her parents' firm. Her father's reaction to Royce is really, really good. I really enjoy their story. We then have Gwen. Gwen is convinced that she'll escape the McGregor's trap until one kiss from Branson Maguire rocks her world. So Gwen is an A&E surgeon consultant and works virtually all the hours God sends and is really, really good at her job. And Branson is an author who writes detective stroke thrillers, okay? And he needs some information for his next book regarding the workings of a hospital A&E, surgeons, etc., etc. And he knows Daniel McGregor, and obviously Daniel puts him in touch with Gwen. And Gwen is like, I am not getting married. I am not going to fall for Grandpa's plan. But Branson has other ideas and decides to romance her, and he's doing it with the 12 Days of Christmas. It was delightful. I loved the way he did that. I loved the way that he, took things at Gwen's pace. It was another delightful read. And then we have Julia. Julia thinks she's safe. She's busy with her career and has no time for love. But Callum Murdoch is hard at work changing her mind. So Julia, she buys and flips houses, basically. She does them up and sells them on. And with her 2 cousins having been matched by Grandpa, she needs a new place to stay because Gwen stays in the original house. And she has this house and she loves it and she's getting it done up. And she normally works with Callum Murdoch's father. But Callum's father and her grandfather are in cahoots. So she ends up having to work with Callum. And they butt heads and, will they realise what's happening? And if they do, what are they going to do about it? And it was a really good story. I loved all of them. And it was just so good. As the final bit goes, as Christmas approaches, will Daniel's granddaughters escape his schemes, or will the magic of the festive season soften their stubborn hearts? So yeah, really, really enjoyable book. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I tend to read this most Christmases, or the lead up to Christmas, because I just think it's just such a lovely book to start the festive season with. Oh, I did sleep fairly well last night, I have to say, but I just seemed to be yawning quite a bit today. We did go out this morning. I got a friend here for the weekend, and she sort of started last night coming down with a bit of a cold, I think, and I'm feeling a bit muzzled up, but I'll be fine. But we were out this morning. There's a Christmas market in a garden centre nearby, so we went out to do that. But the queue was so big to get into it. We're like, it was like, no, I'm not going to sit in a queue for 3/4 of an hour to get in. It's like, nah, I'm not doing that. So we actually then went to another garden centre, and we chose our Christmas tree, which was on the agenda anyway. So we have a really nice Christmas tree arriving on Wednesday, so that's good. So yeah, I will maybe get my own room done before that. So that's part of the plan. So what am I going to be reading this weekend? So I am going to be reading Wish Upon a Star by Sarah Morgan. This is my choice for the Sarah Morgan Holiday Readathon. I am co-hosting with Sarah from the Bookish Knitter. I will leave a link to her channel down below. So I was, if you saw on Friday, I was on Tiffany the Beach Bum Bookworm's Holiday Sprints, and I had said, oh, I'm going to be reading this book. It was a love-inspired Christmas book, and I had planned to read it, but I was so tired. I thought, no, I'm going to read with my ears rather than my eyeballs. So I got an audiobook going, and yesterday I did a lot of, I listened to it as well, but I did sort of pick up this last night for a wee bit. I've only read that wee bit, so I'm sure Sarah won't mind that I started a wee bit early, but I've started this and I'm really, really enjoying it. So this is my Sarah Morgan pick for the moment. I will start at some point today one of my crafts, so that's going to be my little cross stitch. And then also today I am starting my buddy read with Elizabeth from Lizzie Fay Loves Books. Again, I will leave a link to her channel down below. And our buddy read for this December is Mistletoe Cottage by Debbie Mason. We are going to be reading one chapter a day, and it will actually finish on Christmas Day, which is really delightful. So I am looking forward to this one. I'm just so excited to be reading both those books. So those are the books that I'm going to be physically reading. I still have to finish my audiobook, and that is A Vicarage Christmas by Katie Hewitt. I am enjoying it. I am actually enjoying it. So we meet Anna, who's come back to Thornthwaite, to the family home, which is the vicarage in the town, for Christmas. She hasn't been home for a number of years for various reasons, and her family are very loving but can be quite claustrophobic. And one night she's had enough, and she goes to one of the local pubs, and it's not the one that she normally goes to. She goes to the other one, and she meets this man called Simon, and they get talking, and there's a connection between the two of them. And she's kind of unburdens herself a bit on him, and then discovers the following day that he is her father's new curate. Her father is obviously the vicar. And that kind of embarrasses her, but they sort of get past that. And is there going to be a romance in the story? I think there will be. I've got 2 chapters left, and it's they do a few things together, like go Christmas shopping in Keswick, and she's very comfortable with him. And last night in one of the chapters I read, it was actually, I was crying because their family lost, like, Anna has got her sister Rachel, Miriam, and Esther, and there was a brother Jamie, and he was hit by a car on the town high street because he was chasing Anna, and Anna thinks it's always been her fault that he died. And in the chapter last night, she eventually sort of managed to talk to her father about it on after the Christmas Eve service, and confessed that she has a stutter, and he said, "We know you've got a stutter, we just haven't pushed you. Maybe when you were younger, we should have pushed you to get we should have taken you to get therapy about your stutter and stuff, but we just love you the way you are," etc. So it's been quite a melancholy book in many ways. And I just want to see how it's gonna wrap up. I do find the narrator a bit annoying in that she has a very, very posh, English accent, silver spoon in the mouth, and I'm like, this book is set in the Lake District. It's like, it just didn't quite, the narration doesn't really quite gel with what I would expect a Lake District accent to be like, and it's just like, it just jars a wee bit, but it will be fine. I will get that book finished tonight. But that's what else has been happening. But sorry, my brain is just like jumbled. So as I say, that's kind of what I've been reading and what I am reading and listening to. What else have I been doing? I've managed to get a lot of all the Christmas cards have been written. They will get posted on tomorrow. I have my secret elf present. It will get posted tomorrow. I made Advent cookies yesterday. I will decorate them today. I will give you a picture. I'll do a picture of that. I know I recorded something as a wee add-on for this week, but I can't remember what it is. I honestly can't remember what it is. You'll find out at the end of me speaking. If I have, I'm sure I recorded something, but don't know what it was. I honestly can't remember. How bizarre. Now, if there's an add-on, you'll get it at the end of this. But I would say I'll also put some pictures of the Advent cookies once they're iced and decorated. But that's it. What am I doing for the rest of the weekend? I don't think I'll be doing a lot. I think I need to kind of rest. And then I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. We haven't decided that. Tuesday, Mum and Dad are going in to meet friends for lunch, and my friend that's staying for the weekend, she and I'll go in with them, and then she'll go. We'll go and I want to do a wee bit of shopping, and she'll go back to where she stays, and I'll meet Mum and Dad again, and then we'll all come home. So if I can, I'll maybe try and get some footage of the Christmas market when it's up and about on Princess Street. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how busy and everything it is. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. Please let me know down in the comments, what have you been doing this week and what have you been reading? I would love to know. Have you started any Christmas prep? Again, I would love to know. Yeah, so what, I'm just about to repeat myself. Sorry guys, my brain is just gone. I'm just mush today. But hey, that's the way it goes. We have good days, we have bad days, and we accept the good. We love the good days, we accept the bad days, and think it'll get better. But yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. There will be a video coming out in the middle of the week. Can't remember where it is though, but I know there's one coming out. But that's it for this video before my brain gets any more fuddled and confused and everything else. But whatever you do, I hope you've had a good weekend and that you have a good week, and I will speak to you next Friday. Okay, bye friends, bye. Well, look what has put an appearance in my bedroom. Yeah, Mum found this. Oh, she knew what it was today, and we've hung it up here for the moment to try and get some of the creases out. I will take it downstairs to put it in a room that's got more heat in it. But yeah, our annual advent calendar is out. I just love seeing it every year. We will fill it tomorrow night. Be ready for Sunday, but Oh, I have a huge smile on my face at the moment, guys, because I just love this so much. And here we have the advent calendar full. We haven't opened it yet today, but there we go. That's what it looks like. 24 days of fun and interest. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Yep, the Christmas mugs have been cleaned. They're out. My friend who's here for the weekend, we got her a Christmas mug. Everybody's a Christmas mug. We've quite the collection. This one is too big to hang on, and then there's this little one. We don't have enough space because that's one lot of. And then if I come across here, we've got these ones as well. These are the two new ones. That's Dad's and that's Mum's. This is mine. I got this one, was it last year or the year before? And it's the most wonderful time of the year. And then if you put it in the, if I go to the back, it's myself and my dog Honey that we used to have. So this is my everyday one. And then got this gorgeous Jane Porter one. It's absolutely stunning. Hold on a minute. I'll gently hang that up. Bring this one down, and it's like just like, oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? She says she'll drop it and she'll break it. She better not break it because this is really special. It's got a lot of her Christmas books covers on it, and then some of the Tool Publishing Christmas cards. So really nice. Yes, this is our Christmas mug collection. Will I ever stop buying Christmas mugs? No, come on. Why? Why would I want to do that? But I think it just makes the kitchen look a bit festive. So here are the Advent cookies all decorated. Well, these aren't all of them because we have eaten some and I forgot to take a video of them before I dish them out for afternoon cuppa. But there are more. I only baked 12, and yes, we've that left. But that's fine. But that's what they look like. They're very tasty. So yeah, happy with those.